There's a box there already.
Yeah, before the election, I hear him open him live and I beg teachers to go vote to PNP. So when I make a comment, the man cut me off, same time to rot it. But the thing about PNP strategy is to keep them hungry and a poor dilapidated state. So that PNP man could come and tell them, say, boy, them are grateful we can't give them a toilet, then get pit toilet. That's the thing. Keep them in that condition. That when you give them a pit toilet, they are grateful for it. They should be grateful for a pit toilet.
Mr. Speid, are you going to step up to the challenge and tell me which part I'm telling a lie on the PNP? Tell the people that how much people have over here? 294 people. Come prove to them that me's a liar. When me say PNP no giving no house. No house. They look food for the poor house where people used to beg and get one little 10 by 10 sitting where deliver upon one trailer.
Food for the poor is not a government of Jamaica initiative. It's not.
No, that's not. Owen, come up.
Good afternoon, Comrade Speid. You accuse me of lying.
Me a mute. Me not nothing to say. Me have to make sure.
You accuse me of lying, sir. You say I am lying because what? I said PNP not given no house in them 18 years, plus the last 4. Anytime you want a house, them ask food for the poor and them can deliver and then make one board house and can deliver to you. That's how me know that go. Now, correct me, sir. Give us the information. Hello?
I might bring him up, Chuck, because he's still a load. I don't know where my load's. Oh, it's in there. Go ahead, sir.
I ain't a load man in there.
And in there, when they look like the internet, but you cricket them.
Don't talk. Mute you, nobody mute you.
Don't talk things that you don't know about people. You know, defamation should be a criminal offense.
Yeah, but I'm not going to make it a criminal offense.
I agree. Some of you would be in prison today.
But teacher,
I agree. I agree.
You give me the floor. You give me the floor.
Don't come up here from
Do you give me the floor?
Hold on, Peter.
Are you giving me the floor? Are you
giving you the floor.
chatting?
I'm giving you the floor. That's the correct one thing.
But I don't want. When you're giving me the floor.
Just hold on, just hold on. You said something. Just let me respond to something you said a while ago. You said defamation should be a criminal thing in Jamaica.
Yes.
Well, it's your party leader that remove it.
No, don't say that. That's a lie. Defamation was never a criminal offense.
Mr. Speid.
Don't make anybody here ignorant. Don't expose yourself like that.
Mr. Speid, I will urge you, sir, to do the research and who remove the criminal aspect
You
from
need
the
to
defamation law, from the defamation law, and when it was done.
You need to go and do your research.
Okay.
If you're giving me the floor to address a matter, you give me the floor to address.
Tell me about the houses that when you say PNP give out.
But let me first of all address Petal or the other person who was
no, we not
about.
No, sir, we not no. Mr. Speid, you don't come to chase Petal, please.
No.
Just make us discuss the houses then
Chuck Fender, or whatever your name. You not come for trace me. So you need to allow me to speak. If somebody says something about me, where them don't know anything at all, first of comments is that there's no pump attendant in America. Learn that.
No,
hear that?
There is.
I was in North Carolina. Hear me? And there's no pump attendant, no pumpy in North Carolina. None at all. You understand that?
All right, pumpy. All right.
And the next point is
you get that off of your chest now, sir.
Yes. The next point is that if there was even pumping and I was a pump attendant, that's a legal job I was doing. If that was so, all right. So
all right, Mr. Speid. Just make we get to the discussion now.
No, you talked about you guys were on talking about PNP need freeness and them want free and they don't love work. All these kind of things I hear talking. Now let me tell you this. It is out of Operation Pride that I got my house and it's not through politics. Let me tell you that. So PNP people are not people who go out there go look for freeness. Because we learned to work from in the days of Michael Manley and before.
Break up that.
It's not you.
Outlaw, easy.
Outlaw, you can't break me up. You cannot break me up. Chuck, you are the host.
Mr. Speid.
Yes.
Mr. Speid, we come here have a discussion.
Chuck,
Sir.
expand
Me
my
no
screen,
expect you
please.
to chase people.
Chuck,
You
expand
are
the
serious?
screen, please.
I made a statement.
You can't. You don't tell me what to do, man. You give me the. If you give me the floor, you give me the floor. If you're not
Me
giving
no
me the
give you the floor for
put me
chase
off.
people. So you come we have a
Chuck.
discussion. Is either we're going to have a
Hey,
discussion
look here.
or it's not going to work.
Me no want to hear from
Chuck,
Travis
Chuck.
first of them.
Chuck,
Chuck,
no,
you
you
are
can't make
ask-
that
Tell
discussion,
the brother
Mr.
the rules of the platform, Chuck. Chuck, tell the rules of the
Please, just
platform.
expand the screen. I'm going to mute, but expand the screen.
Guys,
Mute
on a
Chabby,
mute, please.
Mute Chabby. Mute and make him talk to Chuck. Make him talk to Chuck.
Mute.
Come in, I'm going to go through probably like a divorce
Alright.
and him probably upset. So
There
make
is an information.
You don't know what I'm going through. Petal, get lost.
Jesus
Move.
Christ.
Move. You don't know what I'm going through. I am happy. I'm a happy man. I wake up with a woman every
Well,
morning.
Chabby, now sure. Put it up on the screen, make him see. Put it up on the screen, Mr. Speid, can you read that? Say that this is the first thing what we catch you with. Can we not talk things that we don't know, you know? Read what that say.
You catch what?
Read what that say. Look on the information that come up this.
I can't see that. Read it. You read it.
Chabby, read it for him for me, please.
Defamation Act passed in the House of Representatives. The Amendment Defamation Act 2013 seeks to replace decades-old slander and libel laws. How would I brother?
How
Anybody
was
know
it
that brother?
passed?
Anybody
One
know that
side
brother?
of Parliament can pass a law.
Sir,
I
can
got
you be
your
quiet?
answer.
Yes, sir. One side of parliament can pass a law.
Sir,
Yes.
respectfully,
No,
sir.
that
Respectfully,
never
I
happened.
listen to you. Respectfully, I listen to you. I know it's my turn. You ask that the information be read because you don't know it. Listen and learn. I mean, you should know something about that. It is alleged that you're a teacher. Now, if you look on the screen, you see who that we are lead the bill? Attorney General, Honorable Patrick Atkinson, Parliament file. See there? The amendment of the Defamation Act 2013, which seeks to replace the decades-old slander and libel laws, was passed in the House of Representatives November 5, 2013.
And so what?
No,
Look, Mr. Speid, you just told
ran
them,
out
I
to
just
say
gave you
that
some
Mark Gordon
information
did
and you
not
say I
do
was
what you
lying.
said. You said that is lie.
You said it's a lie.
And you're caught in a lie, and that is the point.
But in a lie.
Travis, you
Wait,
realize when him come up, this man Speid come up here and I can defend Operation
Winston.
Pride.
Winston, I will get to Operation
Listen,
Pride.
make Chuck talk him.
That's
All of you
right.
are going to be mute and make Chuck and him
Yes,
talk.
just let me deal.
And Chuck him
So,
come to.
Teacher, you see the information, let me just tell you, say it was Mark Golden as Justice Minister oversaw the removal of where you just say wanted.
Yes, but it doesn't matter. It may still want it to be the law. I would still want
Yes,
it.
and I said to you, you can thank your party leader for it, and you say I was lying.
Yeah, but my party leader and me are two different people.
Yeah, but you
I am
accused me of
saying
lying when I
to
said
you.
it.
No, I am saying to you that I would love it to be. Whether or not is my party leader doing me still
Yes,
would I want
but
it to be.
Speid, Mr. Speid, you're a teacher, sir. When I said
Every
it, you
time.
accused me of
I'm not an
lying.
ordinary teacher either.
But when
Not an
I said it, you
ordinary one.
accused. Did you accuse me of
Exceptional.
lying when I said it?
I am an exceptional teacher.
Did you
Proud
accuse
of
me
my
of
tenure.
lying when I made the statement?
Proud of my tenure. Produce
Did
government scholarship.
you accuse me of lying when I made the
Produce
statement?
Rhodes Scholar. I produce Rhodes Scholar too. And
Did
government
you
scholarship.
accuse me of, hold on, HR. did you accuse me of lying when I made this statement?
Listen, I'm not going down no back and forth with you on that. I say I would love it to be, and that is final. Whether it's PNP,
Did you accuse me of lying when I made this statement?
Listen, I'm not going back and forth. If I don't care who took it out and put it in, I am saying it should be. That is what I'm saying.
All of a sudden you don't care. But
yes,
let me ask you now, Mr. Speed. Tell me,
I really don't.
Mr. Speed, tell me about the houses that PNP built.
With the people who want to defame Andrew.
Tell me about the houses that PNP
Andrew
built.
is still uncertified.
Tell me about the houses that PNP built.
PNP built. Listen.
Hold on,
No, if you ask me a question, I don't want to hear nobody else.
Hold on, Chabi.
Answer your question.
Tell me about the houses that PNP built.
I'm going to answer your questions. PNP built this housing scheme in Woodstock, Buff Bay, and
I'm talking about
Portland. And they built Trove in Portland, and they built they built Edgewater housing scheme in Portmore.
Mr. Speed, I'm talking about houses for poor people.
They built Waterford housing scheme.
Mr. Speed, I'm talking about house for poor people.
Anyway, me tell you already, all of those are
social good. The social aspect and the social good. No, sir.
Social houses for people who cannot afford it.
These are houses being given to the less fortunate. The social aspect is what we question here. My God,
that's the question. That's why you come to defend.
Chuck, let me respond to something else he said. He said that Andrew is uncertified, and I want to let you know that you're wrong, because he was certified on September 3, 2025. Just in case. I know you know it, you're trying to go around it, but let me just remind you.
By the people of Jamaica, the only certification code. Mr. Speed, you come to argue with me about the houses where PNP build. I'm talking about social houses where Andrew give out every Friday. And you come to argue with me about it. And as a teacher, you are not doing a good job of representing yourself now, sir. You see,
my fear the children them duck chuck, so you can't say do not fear children them now learn.
Right. You're not distinguishing yourself in this conversation. Okay? As a former president of the JTA.
Chuck, I beg, please. Nathaniel, we're not going to attack him in profession. Let's not do that. We're going to have a conversation around the subject matter. We don't have it on merit and truth. See? We're not attacking nothing about
I'm not hearing you, sir.
Your mic is muted, Mr. Speed.
I don't know if you know.
Just in case you don't realize, your mic is muted.
Your mic is muted. I don't know if you know.
Attack him personally. Let's deal with the words that is coming from him, the challenges, the points pushed forward are the things he challenges. It's just like how I draft for JIS just now. I'll show him point blank. I'll show him Patrick Atkins in the Senate. I show him all Arnold, the lower house. I showed him. That listen, see here. And it happened at the time when we are
holding to that Chabi we're involved in the land dispute down at Chilani. Are the same individual that Chabi?
Same attorney general, him same one.
Wow, what a small world. Wow.
Mr. Speed, your mic is muted, sir. Mr. Speed?
Let me assist you. If you look,
I think he's busy doing some research.
He might get phone call, he might get some talking
I think he's busy doing some research.
And he might get some talking points.
But just in case you don't know, Mr. Speed, the mic button is at the center of the lower part of your screen, right at the bottom, the lower part. If you
no, Mr. Speed running one live.
Nobody over here no mute here. Unmute.
He running one live.
Nobody no mute here. Not even me.
The fact is, I will repeat what I said. No, your thing muted a long time. We are telling you you're muted. I will repeat what I said. Andrew Holness started the social housing project and has given out hundreds of houses to less fortunate Jamaica. I challenge that there was nothing comparable under a PNP administration. Nothing. The only time you could get is when you ask an MP for something, then get one look 10 by 10. You still, Mr. Speed, let me say, I can't hear you now. Them get one little 10 by 10 from food for the poor. That is where you come to go again. So you tell me now housing scheme that was built for sale. Even if you go down, I am not muting your mic. Guys, listen to me. Nobody mute this man mic. No, not trouble his mic.
His mic is not muted right now, mic.
Mr.
Open the mic, but we can't hear him.
Again.
Open the mic, open. Nobody's gonna mute him. Nobody's gonna mute him.
Tell us where. I don't know one thing phone.
Look like an
Tell us
internet bag.
where the PNP
Just
build social house.
Just say another request. Okay, go hear him then.
That's what you want to do long time. You want to drop me out of the box long time because you know
nobody not no. Mr. Speed,
yeah,
they
but
said
don't
to
talk
drop you
about
off your back.
Yeah, but you
bring
give me
your back, sir.
But if you give me the mic, you're going to allow me to speak. And with everybody talking at the same time, we sound like bees.
Mr. Speed, I am giving you the mic to respond to what we are talking about. The social house. Go ahead.
Right. So what's the name of that program that you have? When it started, they ask you, hold on, wait, no, me asking you two questions. When that program started and what is the name of that program? And exactly how many houses? 3 questions him give out through that program.
It's the Hope House program. It was launched in 2018. And I think we are going close to 500 handed out so far.
You think. You're coming with a speculation now. You think. And you say you're doing well. And you are not a teacher. And you say you're doing well.
For a fact, it's over 300 houses.
You don't know.
I know for a fact it's over 300 houses.
If you knew, you would tell me that.
Mr. Speed,
I know for a fact it's over 300
what you have to tell me is how much did the PNP give out?
How many poor people up got houses through NHT and Operation Pride? And I hear somebody said earlier that there's nothing PNP can have to release. Well, me can tell you that
no poor man.
Mr. Speed, what? Nathaniel.
Poor man no get nothing on no matter with that.
Nathaniel.
I am a poor man.
Speed.
My neighbors are poor people. All of my neighbors are poor people.
Mr. Speed, we are talking about social housing, sir. Houses that the government give out to people.
Every house built by NHT is a social housing project.
Mr. Speed.
NHT is a social housing.
Mr. Speed, you are no different than you are no different.
NHT is a social housing project. NHT is a social housing project. So you don't understand the meaning of the word social. None of your panelists don't understand the word social and what it means.
Mr. Teacher, if you calm down and quiet down, I can respond to you. Mr. Let me calm. If you calm down, I'll respond to you.
When you calm down, you can respond.
You see the program that Mr. Holness is leading, the flagship program?
I'm the greatest teacher to the person in the chat. Learn that. Greatest teacher.
I mean, as a teacher, I think you'd have some semblance of decency to not talk over me after I listen to you.
Everybody in here talk over me so far. Everybody.
I listen to you.
All of you talked over me.
You finished?
I'm just reciprocating what you do.
You finished?
Teachers do that sometimes to teach you a lesson.
No, the point I'm making is this. With the social housing program that Mr. Holness launched in 2018, none of the recipients pay any money to receive these houses. I'll tell you that the recipients of Pride houses or Operation Shame or whatever it's called pays money. I'll tell you that NHT recipients pays money. Yes, mortgage?
Yes.
That's mortgage.
Recipients pays money.
Sir, you're going to be quiet.
Recipients pays.
Sir, I stop and I wait for you to finish. I wait for you to finish.
Fix up your language.
Listen, here's a lesson here. Here's a lesson here. No, hold on, hold on. Let me say this.
No, just do me a favor, Just hold on a second. Mr. Speed, you being a former JTA president and a high school principal and all, I expect a better conversation from you, Mr. Speed. I expect you to come here beating us with information. I expected you to come and raise the level of the debate to a higher one. But it's I would be better off having a conversation with extreme dons. Now where you are present. You know different than them. We are speaking about source. All LHT's social house. Let's not better for you. You disappoint me in just 2 minutes of conversation. You disappoint me. I expect, but then again, we realize that to be a comer, they have to sell your soul. So you sell your decency, you sell your expert, you lower your standard so much to be a part of the PNP that you can't take it up back now. You disappoint me, Mr. Speid. I expect a better conversation for you. I expect a better debate for you. But you disappoint me. You come to chase, a tracing match you come to rather than to come and give us information. To come all of it. Nobody else is no teacher, you know. You, teacher, school principal, you have led the Teachers Association. And you come and you can't have a decent conversation with me. Seriously, Mr. Speid, you let me down. Go on again, Chavi.
Chuck, I'll say this. You know, Socrates being lauded publicly and widely as the father of philosophy. You know, he would have penned it that the debate is lost when the loser resort to name calling and slander. All sort of mischievous tactics. And that was on full display just now. Full display for everybody to see. When sir, have some decency, man. Have some decency.
I'm responding to Chuck now. Chuck, get at me and I'm responding to Chuck.
But I'm on the floor. So
I didn't know that.
They come to be on the floor and I closed my mic, I waited on Chuck, and now I'm on the floor.
All right,
have a little bit of decency. Have just a little shred, a little bit of decency. Just a little bit. Even as small as a mustard seed, it would help right here, right now. So, as I was saying about the social housing program, none of the recipients of these houses would have paid $1. They don't have a mortgage, they don't have a down payment, they don't have a monthly or a yearly payment to pay for these houses. It was given using taxpayers' money by the government of Jamaica.
Who the title belong to? When they die, who gets it?
Sir, please have some decency.
Who the title belongs to? Desmond McKenzie talked about that.
Have a little bit of decency.
Stick that in there. I'm begging you to stick that in there. Stick who the title belongs to.
Have a little bit of decency. Just a little bit. Even as much as a mustard seed. Even as much as a mustard seed.
This is such a letdown, Chavi. I'm not telling a lie.
I want to let you know. Because you know,
I'm saying, the new social housing program recipients do not pay any money. And that cannot be compared to those who are involved with the NHT who have 30, 35-year mortgages.
Tap the screen
nor
now.
The, the Operation Pride program, you know, that is marred by the scandal and of theft and skullduggery that is, you know, attached to that operation.
But that's JLP middle name.
Sir, you know what? I'm going to rest again and I'm going to give you the floor so you can talk all you want. And when you're through, I will come back. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, the title. Who owns the title for those houses, social housing you are talking about? And if those people die, who takes the land? Who is the owner of that land and the house?
Now, Mr. Speid, you being a principal, I am sure you are well abreast.
Suppose I didn't know what I was.
Allow me to answer the question, Mr. Speid. You ask a question. You see that
Leave
is the
off
problem.
my profession, boss.
Allow me to answer the question.
Leave my profession and talk.
Allow me to answer the question. Can I answer the question?
Leave my profession.
You're a teacher, I know.
Leave my profession.
Hold on. Guys, hold on.
I'm so on here, so as no teacher. Leave my profession and talk.
Disgraceful, Mr. Speid.
This is disgraceful.
You are a disgrace, Speid. Disgrace, man.
You too, all of you who are talking nonsense and trying to gang up, you are disgraceful too.
Gang up.
You want me to answer the question?
Hold on a second, guys. More answer something.
If you are talking
Travi, this man is so emotionally unstable. It is unbelievable.
Yeah,
like I can't believe this.
Two of us.
I cannot believe you come up here to come and defend a point, and you just raise your voice and you yell.
I know you can't make the point.
Like,
but you know making the point. Petal, you're making points that you don't know about me. Don't know anything
to the
about.
question now? All right, I'm going to respond to the question now, please. Now he asked the question, who owns the title and the house, and in the case of the recipient dying, who would have owned the new social housing program units? It would have gone to the recipient. The recipient owns these units. And if they die, their children or their offsprings, whatever generation, 4, 5, 6, 10th after this, will
That's
be
not
the
what
owners
Desmond
of
McKenzie
that
said.
house. Now, you mentioned Desmond McKenzie. Now, let me speak to that. Desmond McKenzie has a program running called Indigent Housing Program. Indigent houses, which is different from the new social housing program. And I mean, any sensible, well-thinking Jamaican should be able to decipher that. I mean, it's not rocket science, right? And Desmond McKenzie explained what those houses entail, and he pointed out those houses are built on government land, and the recipient is given tenureship. And whenever that poor person passes off, the house will be given to another poor person in need. Totally different program from the new social housing program. In fact, the new social housing program units are built on lands either owned by the recipient or they have permission to build there. It is a 99-year lease. They have to secure that to build on a land that they do not own. 99-year lease. These are all factual information that any individual who is able to read can look up and find on Jamaica Information Service and many other sites like the Housing Association of Jamaica, JTA site is there. You're able to go to the Ministry of Labour, local government ministry, because they're the one who control that, and look that up, right? It is very easy. Google is free. You can look up the information. So now that your question is answered, sir, any further question or any other comment you want to make?
You are not the host. Don't ask me anything about question, Virgin.
Chuck ask you a question at the start. Chuck, my co-host, as I am not respected, so I'm going to just humble myself and you deal with it, Chuck. When I need to clarify something, I'll enter the conversation. Yeah?
All right, sir. Mr. Speid, again, for the umpteenth time, can you tell me about the social houses that the PNP built for the poor Jamaican where they say they care about?
They build them everywhere, man. You can go about the place and you'll see
I
them.
don't know anywhere in Jamaica.
Even you mentioned about the sizes of some of them that PNP built.
I'm talking about the 10 by 10 where them get from food for the poor.
But there are still houses and you mentioned them, so why are you asking me that same question again?
The government did not build.
One second, please.
No, but you asked me, you told us about those that the PNP built that were 10 by 10.
No,
food for the poor builder. Food for the poor builder, sir. Yes.
Food for the poor.
Chuck, you have reminded me, he never hear you. I'm guessing
One second. Chavi, Chuck. I know, so we love to have this type of conversations with other persons who have different perspectives. But it is very important for us not to accept any disrespect from anyone that comes down the platform when you cannot go on their platform and disrespect them. I know, say it's a nice, everybody loves the sports, yeah, we love to argue, we love to talk politics and everything, but at some point you have to know when to draw the line, Bridget.
University. We invite him up here, he's a little bit unstable, so that's why Chuck kind of.
No matter if you invite him, yes or no. You can't
I agree with you.
You can't
Me agree, but I think
Let me finish, please. My passing platform all the while, and the Duns PNP them upon the platform, them never yet have been a grammar police for them. He's not a grammar police when the Duns PNP them upon the platform, but he might come the grammar police over here, so and can't even have a simple conversation with you over here. What's the sense of this conversation? What thing go say in disrespect in come on, man, Virgin, we need this, Virgin. If a man is a real teacher, if a man is a real teacher and him not come to be combative, virgin, and just allow the man, virgin.
University,
the man not come to have a conversation with no form of respect, virgin. You just allow the man go on, man. We're not desperate, virgin. We're not going to next week election.
All right, Chavi. Me never contest. All right, I'll take what you say.
Me not contest. Chavi, deal with it. Never talk to the lady that must be answered here. Give me a second.
All right,
yes.
All right, Father. So given that we don't get no answer for the question, let me just declare that there's no social housing that we can point to that the PNP as a party, as a government has delivered to the people that they say are poor and the people that they claim they love. None, right? And that is the problem they have with Mr. Holness right now, because the people will be able for generations to come to point to tangible, life-changing contributions to their lives. And that's why they must kill up themselves. Oh, you must not have flack and enough of this and enough of that. I mean, I remember when I was in primary school, I think it was primary school that I was in, or is it high school? I don't remember. But I remember Bertrell Whiteman being, I think it was primary school, Bertrell Whiteman being the education minister at the time. And they were opening a brand new computer lab at my school. And it was donated not by the government. Nevertheless, the government reps were there. And the plaque bear their name. The plaque on the wall bear their name. I see one being circulated on social media with Mrs. Simpson Miller's name on it, which is something she never donated. But the real issue is evidence, credible evidence that people can point to, that is there as a marker. That's what their issue is.
Evidential fact.
It is not an indignity. It is not an indignity. As the PM said, the indignity is not having a house and living in substandard conditions for many years. Sometimes raising families in these substandard conditions.
Travis.
Yes, sir.
Travis, can I ask you something? I'm Guru. What you can do for this young man when you just bring up on their life? He has a great issue and a problem.
Young boat him
we're the Guru.
No young boat him, but continue.
As an intelligent man like you, Guru, I cannot believe this man come around and will see you on the live and embarrass himself. So, see Winston are coming now.
At the end of the day, one can only be who he is, and we can't do both that, Mafia don't be himself. He has shown himself, everybody have seen it, and we move.
I'm wondering if him come from the class of a professor.
You know.
In all fairness, him, come up every country. He come to,
Yes, in a like woman. I don't notice in a like woman. Running come in just one dish out so like that, and I don't want the female that there.
So listen what I say. All of the conversation, it is a shame when Mikey Speid
gone to me now, right?
Come up on this platform.
No, hold on, guys. Hold on. We're not gonna do that. We'll leave him alone, and we'll continue to have the conversation, because here he is grabbing us. So that's the conversation is about me now. It never was, it never will be, and it's just not. It's just not about you.
But Travis,
and we can talk about social housing, we can talk about so many other things going forward.
Travis, look at it this way, Travis. As an educator,
leave the man alone.
As an educator who have the responsibility to help shape the life and the future of this country, right? You can't come here on this platform and defend the PNP tenure in government, because the PNP was an absolute failure in government for the 18.5 years that they had power.
You know that's not true.
Mikey, listen. You see, the problem where you have, Mikey, the problem where you have is to acknowledge facts.
The problem
that you have a problem, Mikey Speid, to acknowledge fact.
Winston.
After the PNP reign come to an end in 2007, Jamaica was bankrupt. Failing infrastructure.
No, that's not true. That's not
crime,
true.
No murder capital of the world.
But you know,
every international institution blacklist our country because our country becomes a crime country. Our country become the place of narcotic drugs, everything you name it. And this is what you come here defending. This is what you come here defending. You have no shame and no class, Mikey Speid, because you are defending nastiness and failure, which you are also a part of it.
When you finish, I will address that. When you finish.
Again, we don't want to do that something. That's not what we're doing. There's so many topics and subjects that we can go into right now. We don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Right? We have a conversation around social housing. In fact, the Prime Minister have been giving out these houses so consistently that we had to dub it New House Friday. Every Friday we usually come on the live and say, hey, it's new. And this is before the election, because after the election there was a pause because of the election, then the hurricane and other things. And we have resumed New House Fridays, right? And that was the discussion. That is the discussion. The distraction that is being given here, we do not have to take, right? Teacher can be a part of the conversation if he is on the subject that we're on. But if it is something different, we cannot entertain it. We don't want to do the back and forth. We wish to stay in our conversation with our bad or no grammar. Yet on subject, we will do that. We don't want to do the side thing.
The person who just spoke though did not stick on to the conversation though, the line of
but argument.
You
don't have to answer up everything and follow everything, sir.
I'm just saying.
Follow everything.
No. I am saying, I'm asking you the question. Did the person who just spoke
I tried 2 times to tell the man, do not focus on it. But he pressed on, allowing him time to speak, and now we move. You don't have to respond if you're not guilty of it. What do you have to prove? The live and the people listening will judge. They are already judging you based on your actions so far.
No,
and if they sign instance, so be it, and let's move.
Yeah, but they are in no position to judge me. They know nothing
about
it.
Sir. I hear. And with that said,
nothing.
People
make up stories and they talk. They know nothing about it.
I hear you. And with that said, we move.
Yes.
Right? But you're talking about the social houses being given to the poor and less fortunate of this
Every
country.
government gives houses, man. Every single
And that is
government.
not true. That is not true.
Every government.
That is not true. You've been asked repeatedly to prove such an argument, and you have not been able to do so.
It
and
is true.
We're not going to do that.
You have not given me any specifics, any detail. You have not given me any number. You have given me no number.
I said to you,
you said 300, another person 500. So you're confusing in your own.
300 homes.
Yeah, but you're
I
confusing.
can confirm. I've been handing over.
345. The Prime Minister has given away 345 new social housing.
Yeah, you are confusing.
345.
Right. What's your source? Bring that evidence, come. What is your source? Bring it up. Bring it up.
JIS, the last time I checked, the Jamaica Information Service website, you don't need a password to access it. It's on it. Check it.
You bring it up and you show that to the people. Because you are talking word of mouth and making up things as we're going along. That's what I'm getting from you.
But
it's not you alone enough.
But Mikey, on a serious note, what are you? What's the point to ask?
The question that was put to you, Speid.
Winston, we're not going down your road, Winston. Because you start to attack me and all those things already.
The question that was put to you, Speid. The question that was put to you when Chuck was here. The question that was put to you is for you to identify a program that is identical to the new social housing program. No, you have failed.
Identify
give any evidence.
I want you to identify a program, you see?
None.
Well, no,
when you
let
came
me
up,
finish.
I'm still on the floor, sir.
But you don't hear me.
When
but
you,
you're
I
not
am still on the
listening.
floor.
let me
No,
say
I am
this. Let me
saying,
say this.
I am
Let me say
saying,
this.
I am
yeah.
still on the floor.
Teacher, please. Teacher,
You
pause for a second.
know
When you came
what?
up earlier.
No.
Teacher,
When you came
pause
up
for
earlier.
HR pause.
Wait, no, hold on, because I'm
Let me
not
talk
hearing
to you
you.
first. Let
I'm
me
Wait,
not
talk to you
hearing
first.
you.
hold
I'm
on,
not hearing you.
Travis, man.
Pause.
Wait, no, man. Wait, no.
Hold on, man.
When you
Relax.
came up
No,
earlier,
no.
Speed.
Just
When
hold
you
on,
came up
man. Just hold
earlier.
on.
But if you
When
come,
came up earlier, you cited Operation Pride. That is
yes.
that you can't because
But the man,
Operation
yes.
Pride. So I'm on the floor. Operation Pride was a failure. That
But
was
when
a
I'm on the floor,
quintessential
everybody
example.
cut me. Right?
I cannot hear you when I'm speaking, Speed. I
Go
can't hear when
ahead.
I'm speaking. Operation Pride is a quintessential example of public policy failure. You can't cite that. And if you
It's
don't
not.
need her,
That's
if
not
you
true.
don't
That's
need,
not
if you
true.
don't wait,
That's not true.
I can't hear when I'm speaking. I can't hear you, you know.
Yeah. But when I'm speaking,
I
you are
can't hear
speaking
you
too.
when I'm speaking.
All right.
I'm on the
hear you
floor.
All right.
either.
What you know? So we're going to do some
HR.
order. I'm going to start
Travi,
muting
I can
person's
say
mic
something really
because we're
quickly,
going to have
please.
order.
Okay,
Travi.
me mute him now when you get disruptive.
So wait there. If you don't
I can just say something
wait the
really
man.
quickly.
Wait, I'm still on the floor.
HR, I'm not taking the floor. I'm not taking the floor from you, Papa. Just 1 second. Teacher, on this platform, we operate from a place of decorum. We speak one at a time because the persons in the chat are hearing a cacophony. It's noise. I am here trying to get an understanding of what we're discussing, and I'm in the box and I'm unable to do so. There is absolutely no way you can rebut HR in real time. You have to listen. And when he's finished with what he's saying, then you can go ahead and raise your rebuttal. Over to you, HR.
Right. So I was thank you, Warrior. I was just wrapping up. So he cited Operation Pride, and that is no example to go by because, as I said earlier, Operation Pride is a quintessential example of a public policy failure fraught with corruption. And if you want the evidence, Speed, you can pull up, or Travis, you have your second device. You can pull up the Housing Association of Jamaica's website. There's a whole tab dedicated to the failure, the corruption that engulf Operation Pride. You have persons in Job Lane, Spanish Town, right, who have not received their title. Job Lane is now a ghetto. You have persons, what they call it, Highlight View, who were supposed to benefit from Operation Pride. Up to now, they have not received a title. So you can cite Operation Pride. That's a failure. And if you want the evidence, I repeat it again. You pull up Housing Association of Jamaica website. There's a tab there for you to read, sir. Travi, over to you.
All right. So, teacher, you can open your mic and respond to HR. Please, guys, the teacher will get the floor now, one by one. I try to cut out the confusion. So, teacher, your mic is muted. Yes, you have unmuted it. No, click that again. Yes, you are on mute now. Go ahead.
Good. So, how many houses were built? How many houses were and our lots were given under Operation Pride? How many thousands of houses? Failure. Let me just tell you that failure is a word that is used in abjectly most of the times. Failure is conditional. It's what you think. Because all of those people who have benefited from Operation Pride, including myself, the thousands of Jamaicans who have benefited from Operation Pride, and the thousands that have benefited from NHT, with some of you saying that those people are not poor people. You have no evidence to substantiate that those people are not poor people. So NHT, Operation Pride, those are tangible things. And Chuck mentioned, let me finish, man, because you see, that is a problem. You keep talking over me as soon as I start to talk. I allow the man to speak after everything.
Nobody disturb him, please.
No, yes. Allow him, because the same rules for everyone. Allow him.
Good. So Chuck started out by saying it's a social program, and I tackle him about the word social, because if you're going to tell me that housing scheme is not even a housing scheme, it's just one sporadic houses they are giving to people. I don't know what are the criteria. What are the criteria for getting those? So you may answer that. What are the criteria for getting those? And he said that there's nothing tangible that the people of Jamaica have gotten in PNP, under PNP in the 18 years. And I'm talking about that too, because I mentioned some of those things, like the drug for the elderly, and people are benefiting from that PATH program. JSIF is helping schools and all kinds of people across Jamaica. All of those programs were initiated by the PJ Patterson-led government, and NHT is a program that was initiated under Michael Manley government, which is now almost helping to run the country. Every year they have drawdowns from the NHT to help to run this same country.
I'm going to stop you. I'm going to have to stop you. As much as more I give you latitude.
No, you can't stop me. If you, no, but all you can stop me,
sir,
I never stop you, boss.
If you listen, you're going to learn why. If you listen, you will learn.
So what you learn?
We're talking about social house, and you go as far as
social is social. What is social? What is the definition of social?
Sir, you're being argumentative, and you're not going to learn anything that way.
You, what is the definition? You stop argumentative. I use the word social.
You are being that's not what I said. Don't misquote me. Don't misquote because I never said that.
Why you stop me?
Don't misquote me because I never said that.
Why did you stop me?
I am stopping you because you don't know to stay on subject.
No, but
you don't know to stay on subject, and that is why I'm stopping you.
No,
you're down all over the place. You reach all at JC.
Yes, stop. Because
stop. No. I'm gonna mute your mic because you need to stop. Okay, somebody mute you already.
Travis, we need to go back to the core. What were we talking about, Travis?
Guys, hold on, guys.
You
Winston, respectfully, bro. You come on, man. You know the respect is there. No, me no have to use the word respect here because you know it's there. Because me go start to sound non-genuine and disingenuous and not to use that word. So please, we are working out this thing. You went from part and all of these things, which is not the subject we're dealing with. You ask, when I said over 300 houses deliver, you ask, what's my source? Let me deliver that to you. Can everything when you say me go respond to? This is an article on JIS that says 315 houses constructed under the new social housing program. This article is dated December 13, 2024. And so many houses have been delivered since that year. So when I say I am very sure that it is over 300, I can substantiate that. And I have just done so. For you to see, no. Let me help the people who are listening because may I help who want to be helped and who can be helped. We are talking about social house. We are talking about the government literally using taxpayers' money to benefit the less fortunate, meaning them now pay for the house, them now pay rent, they are not paying a mortgage. That is what we're talking about here. When Chuck asked the question, does the PNP, can the PNP point to any initiative, any program similar to this?
There's none.
Of this nature. You elect to answer, and now you're going off and let me not even put it in words because we don't want nobody to say me I be disrespectful. You're going on to quote NHT, Operation Pride, and you talk about lots given, this, that, and the third. None of that comes into the conversation that we're having. You're deflecting, you're wriggling, you're waffling because you cannot answer the question that was simply put forward. There's none. Everybody is watching and listening and can see that there's none.
And Travis,
you don't have to call Operation Pride corruption to make my point. I can simply say that the people are paying for these or have paid for these benefits. With the new social housing program, the people do not pay for the benefit out of pocket. It's tax-paying dollar that does this. That is the simple argument, the simple conversation. Yes, HR.
That's the base, and that's the base. Remember now, when Chuck was here.
The base, our conversation.
Speid dropped in the chat, said Chuck must check him facts. Right, when the question was asked, when we're having the issue without him. That's the basis on which his invitation was predicated. That is why he's here. And still, we don't know how much hours now we have been here, but he's unable to identify any program that is identical under the People's National Party. That is the point. There's none.
Because we're talking about the us giveaway on Fridays, and then we start talking about the plaque, right? That's what we're talking about.
So there are other people here who I know want to say something. Warrior Love here, University here, Winston here. I believe Warrior Love are like the news person. Winston would have shared extensively. So we'll start with university, go Warrior Love, and then back to Winston.
But since him went off on a different subject matter, and you want to and you explain to him what we're talking about, give him a chance to speak on it.
I take your suggestion. Teacher, please, on subject. You're being given the floor again.
To speak on what? I have spoken on what I wanted to speak about. I heard it on this platform. People are here on this said platform saying they have nothing tangible to show in 18 and a half years. And I mentioned some things that they have to show.
But sir, respectfully, I'm not just the conversation. But sir, respectfully, it's not there so the conversation.
And all of you who are attacking like you think you are attack dogs. I'm not scared of that. I in fact, that is something that makes me...
No. May I go mute your mic? I'm going to stop you. Nobody now attack you. That's dishonest and disingenuous of you. Nobody now attack you. I will make sure of it. We tell them. I personally say don't talk about this man's profession.
That was long after, man.
Subject matter. Nobody now attack you. Nobody's attacking you.
That's way after. That's way after.
Yeah, but
after people start calling me names and all these things on the line.
Yeah, because
no reason at all. Because nobody knows what I did. Nobody knows what I did.
Sir. You were pointing out.
It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful for people to come to call me Pumpy and all these things when nothing at all.
Sir, Chavi
you don't do that.
Sir, Chavi was speaking, and you were quick to be a grammar police. I mean, you attacked earlier and you pluralized word. Nobody
you don't know that.
Nobody never check you. So what I'm saying is, brother, if you're here to have a discussion, brethren, let's have a discussion. If you're here to trace, brethren, I'm going to think of that with what are we there for.
But you sound like you're doing that to me now, though.
All right, so let me rephrase it. Can we go back to the question?
Teacher, you know, say university time to talk, and he say, now that I have explained, I should pass the mic.
We're giving you the opportunity
speak on the subject.
To answer the question.
We are not running away from hearing what you have to say on the subject.
When you want to move to another subject matter, then say it. But for now, the question on the floor is, give us something where identical to what Andrew Wellness is doing now with the new social housing program. The new.
All of what Andrew Wellness is doing now is well covered long time by the PNP in many, many more ways than one.
So prove to them. Give me an example. Give me an example. Give me an example. So what on about it? Just give me an example. Give us an example of something that is similar to.
What are the criteria for giving these houses under Andrew Wellness that he's giving out? What are the criteria?
All right, guys. Before we get there, please hold on a little bit, please. I have been listening to the live, and all I know they are disservice to myself. All I know. I'm so brilliant up here. I want to just make this live all about nothing at all. So guess what? If you guys want, we can put the timer on and people talk accordingly, but you can't continue. And the conversation is basically nothing. You guys are speaking literally about nothing right now, because this man is not answering your questions and he's going back to what was initially said about him, right? So either we are going to try to get some questions and some answers, stay on topic, or we are going to just end the conversation and go back to what we are doing, or we were doing initially. Right? So you were asking the criteria for these houses. I don't think that's necessary right now.
Yeah, man, it's a program, so I'm asking that.
Yeah, but you can research that on your own time. That was not why you were up here. So,
I said it last week, and that's not the basis why we invite him.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, so
check him facts. And Chuck was having the conversation. He told in the comments. He told Chuck to check him facts. Chuck, pull him up. And we're asking him to identify a program similar to the new housing program under the People's National Party. And no, we have been here for hours. So you're quite right, my dear. The live is unproductive.
Yeah,
Hold on. Did you see my comment before I said check your facts? What did I say? It was to check his facts.
We don't want to go back there. We don't want to go back there.
No, but
Mr. Speid, respectfully, when you're ready for have a conversation, check we back. Because we don't get nowhere with it.
The personality that we have been arguing with Lashika. We don't need to know him, but the personality in my mind that we have been arguing with suffers from inferiority complex because it's tit for tat. It's all poking. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's very argumentative. It's not getting anywhere. The questions are not being answered, and we're just going around in a circle. I don't see where we're being productive at this time and day. Me a listen long time.
Let me ask you a question, my girl. My girl, I'm not talking to this man who is attacking me. I'm talking to you now, my girl, who just started. What's the name? I don't.
All right, the teacher. Let me just have a point of order. Number one, I don't think you're being attacked. I think he attempted to diagnose you, and if he's not professionally able to, maybe he shouldn't, but you're not being attacked. That's number one. Number two, Lashika is a woman, so I would like her to be addressed as such, please.
Yes, I'm asking the name. I never get the name, so I'm asking what's her name. And it's a Lashika. All right. No. One of the things that I am asking, and I'm just asking you know if your entire program is just going to be about the housing project.
No,
it is not. So,
all right. So let me follow. Let me just say this. So find it.
Let me tell you what the problem is.
Yeah, but you're cutting me off, miss.
No, hold on. Let me tell you what the problem is. This is the problem. One of the things that we try to promote here is trying to yield to others sometimes, and we can allow people to finish their point. Just a while ago, you asked a question and you got an answer, but I wanted to extend the answer a little bit. Right? You said, is the program about housing? And I said, no. Right? And we said no. But I wanted to let you know that we can continue to other programs, what they were sticking to. What was your initial claim of you accusing the host of lying?
No, I did not accuse him of lying. I was saying to him, because I heard him say that they have nothing to show in the 18 years. And that is what I typed in the chat. And then I said, check those facts. So I typed the things first, and then I said, check the facts on the same things that I typed.
All right.
That is what I was talking about, you know. He only read, check the facts, and that was it.
So we are accommodating you here as our guest today, right? Yes. We have some brilliant people on the platform, and you yourself is a brilliant man, right? So let us have a very productive and constructive engagement, right? Let us do that. Please, I am asking you. I will put the timer on. People will have what they're probably 1 to 2 minutes, and I can extend the time as well. But me don't want the personal attacks and you did say this about me. It's not working out. It'll bring the life down to the ground. I mean, like that. All right. So, guys, where you want to start? Let us start over. So we are do a reset. Where do you guys want to start? Who wants to start?
Back to the host.
The host gone like in Ganta.
All right, so Travi, make him matter about something else. I don't know what to talk about.
No, man, okay. I finished. I'm leaving you to now get the subject. So because that's why I asked if you're going to keep it to just the housing thing.
Is it safe to say you will not name a program that the PNP created or implemented that is similar to
I won't name any program. I have seen the PNP distribute house to indigent people all over the place.
We're saying what he was asking a specific question to name a program that is similar to the thing there, to the new social housing program.
Mm-hmm. And I say I'm not naming any. Because I've seen the PNP build several houses and hand them to indigent people.
All right, there's none, Mr. Vega, so let's move on.
Can't talk about two different things. You can't name none. That's the issue.
There's none.
All right, next. What next we want to ask?
Him say want proof that the PNP, what the PNP doing at 18 years. So give him the floor.
But I did list those already.
No, we did all right place, so we're ready for the camera.
No, man, I did list those already.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Whenever
The
PASS program and the food stamp program revamp. So, anyways.
No.
No, man, let him go again. Just
Totally different.
Give him the floor, please. Give him the floor.
Food stamp program did not help with health at all. And the PASS means Program of Advancement through Health and Education. That is what PASS program is, okay? So it's not a food stamp program. It's far different from that. The JTA program is where they give drug for the elderly. Jamaica Drug for the Elderly program. JTA was formed in 2002, PASS 2003. That's the irrigation project for the small farmers and medium-sized farmers. That was also done for irrigation of crops. And in St. Elizabeth, that it was one of the parishes, and you know that's the breadbasket parish. JSIF was instituted under the PNP in that time. JSIF, Jamaica Social Investment Fund. And if you go around the place now, you will see many black tanks that are written up. JSIF on them. So that's a benefit to the people. Education transformation was done with the upgrading of secondary schools to high schools across Jamaica. And many of those secondary...
That was a total failure in our education.
That is what I'm saying. That is what I am saying.
No, teach, continue. No, it's okay, continue. Winston will not do that, please.
So here is somebody jumping to say failure, but I can tell you that when I did common entrance, and if you pass, your name come in the paper. If you fail, you go to a secondary school. The secondary children were considered inferior to those high school children. It cannot be a failure because right now we have many of the non-traditional schools that were upgraded during the period of time who are beating the traditional schools in even schools challenge with sports and everything you can think of. We have kids from there who are matriculating onto university, being top Caribbean students from some of those same upgraded schools. Vauxhall was a very good example of one of them with electrical engineering some years ago. So these are just a few of the things, and I can tell you many more things. Under agriculture, RADA was established, the same RADA that they're using now to tell me that if I plant some crops in my backyard, I need to go and register on these things and have receipt to show on all these things. The same RADA was established by the People's National Party during that time.
Your time on, you have 30 seconds left. So
I can't finish them in 30 seconds. So might as well you cut me.
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you.
Just a moment. If I can interject here.
No, hold on, HR. I'm coming to you now. So you're wrapping up now, right, Teach? That's it for now. We'll come back to you.
Yeah, because more.
All right, please mute your mic in a little bit. And then go ahead, HR.
Right, we won't yield much. I don't think we're going to yield much with the question. Based on how we ask the question, we won't yield much because as laborers, we can cite a lot of state institutions that were created by Siaga, Buster, the Prime Ministers, our Prime Ministers. Development Bank of Jamaica, Stock Exchange, Exim Bank, SLB. We can name all of them as labor rights. I think a better question for us to ask, Speid, would be how has Jamaica prospered? Using the indicators that we know, the poverty rate, the inflation rate, how has Jamaica prospered under PNP regime? That would be a better question.
So let us debunk what he just said, and then that would be our follow-up, because he said a whole lot just now, and I think it is very important for us to debunk what he said, right? Because
me want to address the PASS program and this medication and all of them social something there where him just talk about, because me literally grew up in a ministry, a social security office. When me a pitney, my mother social worker before me born. So me can't answer everything. Me can't read about everything when just say about all of them program there. First of all, Mr. Speid, you're coming to talk about PATH and you're gonna say that it is, I said to you, that basically the food stamp program was what was morphed into PATH because they get all of these different programs and they put them together under one umbrella. And if you can recall, we had a ministry of social security where all of the social workers, they work under that umbrella. No, the program got diverse. They made a lot of structural changes to the program. So when you talk about the food stamp program and you said that, say, it never cover medication, I can tell you, we had a food stamp program and we also had the poor relief program, okay? And they took the food stamp program, the poor relief program, all of those social services and morphed them into one thing and call them PATH. Medications were always covered under, if you're a registered poor, you were always covered for medication to begin with. So just so you're aware of that. Don't come up here and try to fool the panel, okay? So when you come and you talk and you're going to say, this didn't cover that and this didn't cover, you are wrong. And you are being very disingenuous and you're misleading. All right.
Just to interject here, Chuck and Shika run things, but I just want to give you an update when you had left me in charge, that at the latter end I handed over control to the boss lady. I would like to also inform me that the question was never answered.
Sorry, Travi.
We never got an answer to the question.
Sorry, Travi. The rather issue. As an educator, it is so disappointing to see you come on here regurgitating PNP propaganda. It's actually sickening. At no point did the minister say anybody who have a simple backyard garden must go get registered. And rather, all that rather thing that you're talking about was always covered under, again, my father work at Ministry of Agriculture. Why we are talking about the two programs that my parents are working on? Under the Ministry of Agriculture, farmers always had their meeting, whether it be monthly, every other month, however, they always had that. It is just that they come and they change things around, change names, and then say, okay, rather, rural agriculture, whatever that they call it. So I really don't know what you're talking about. And at no point did the minister say anybody who simply go into them backyard, go plant 2 tomato, 2 sweet potato must be a registered farmer. That is a lie from the pit of hell. That is so untrue and so misleading.
I could actually play Clyde Green response to that room, I know, if the learned gentleman is interested.
Anybody else before Chuck play that? University wants to know. Winston, you want to say anything? Winston, I know you wanted to say something about the education pro. Chuck, mute your mic and not get on top of my nerves.
You know,
since the minister since the farmer present at the JTA don't know propaganda from facts.
Right. So we will
you're still attacking me then, bro. You're still attacking me.
Lashika, it is so painstaking to sit here and listen to this man speak about upgraded school to high school. That program was an absolute failure in the 90s. Absolutely failure. Where many of those students leave out of those institutions unable to read and write at even a grade 3 level. That's what this man is here come loading up about, right? It was much better when we have those secondary school where you never privileged to go to an high school. You could go to the secondary school and learn a vocational skills like what Buff Bay High School, Buff Bay Secondary School usually do in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, where you could learn cabinet making, carpentry, welding, etc., etc. And that usually serves the community and the environment of Portland very well, right? Those things cut out of that school now and turn it into a high school, which is an absolutely failure. it's important to a high school where children are having 15 and 20 and 17% in the subject area. And this is what you are coming here come defend. This is what you come in here come defend, because you just believe that through more people enroll in our so-called high school, that help the education system, where that have helped the social mobility of this country. Show the PNP tenure. When we have a failed education system, then
every time the
Teach, remember, so we don't get to you yet. And remember.
But what I'm to do? Sit and listen to everybody rebutting, and I don't interject with any of what they rebut. Because what Winston is talking is
no. Remember, we
a very old minister of education, former minister of education, and many of those schools was a failure.
Guys, hello, guys, gentlemen, please, nobody make me start mute and drop on out box. We want to hear, and I gave you ample time. Teach, to make your speech, and I think it's only fair for them to speak. You spoke about the program that Winston mentioned a while ago, and it's only fair for him to rebut it. Yes, I understand that you're here, but I gave you ample time to speak, and I told you that I'll come back around to you. So now you have to mute him. I can't remember, so you did liquid hard a while ago. We sat and we listened, so it's only fair. Appreciate it. Thank you. Chuck, play your thing now where you play.
Before Chuck comes in, can I say something, Chuck? I'd like to say something.
Hold on, madam. Please, go ahead, Chuck.
So the gentleman speak about the backyard garden.
Yeah.
This is the minister's response. Not here, sir, the minister himself.
Serious thing when me I hear for true. What you mean? Say, law pass, say, you have to sign up with RADA if you can plant little food and vegetable on your own a piece of land around your yard.
You see people that will tell a lie on the internet to get likes? I don't like them. There is no truth that you need to register with RADA to plant in your backyard. There is no truth that you need to register with RADA when you're getting things for your own personal consumption. Nothing of the sort. No law, no says so. Nothing no goes up. A lie, never tell. RADA is there if you are doing commercial transactions. If you are planting to sell. And clearly, it is only there to ensure that when the police stop you with commercial quantities, then you can prove that you are a real farmer. But if you're in your backyard planting to consume in your house, you don't need to register with RADA for that. In fact, we are encouraging that or more you to plant in your backyard. That's why over 5,000 backyard garlic kits we've given out. So you see, if you don't hear it from me, no listen to them when I'm telling nothing about agriculture. Just check me, I'm going to tell you what I want. All right?
That was the minister in his own words.
You want me to respond to that?
Yes.
Good. Now, if I plant in my backyard, I plant some corn, for example, and I cannot use so much corn, so I take some for my own domestic purpose, and I decide I want to carry some to school to sell my people at school, some teachers, whoever, some parents, the rest of my corn, and the police see me with my trunk full of corn and go. Do I have to produce a receipt? I'm asking you. Me not tell you no, I'm asking you.
Is the amount you have in your thing for commercial use?
But I'm asking you if I plant them at my house and I want to sell some.
Can you start sell? Allow me to respond.
Can you start sell is commercial use you're going, Mr. Speid?
Yes. So why do I have to? It's still me plant them in my backyard, right?
Can you start sell is commercial use. Commercial quantity. One careful.
I have to remember,
one careful full of can is commercial.
And so what would I need? And so what would I need now? That's me asking, you know, me not fight to no one. I don't fight with nobody now. Yeah?
One second, Chuck. Let's just put this thing to rest. This is the Agriculture Produce Amendment Act of 2023. Section 3 says, Section 3, Section 2 of the Principal Act is repealed and replaced by the following: 2A. Subject to Section 3 and except in accordance with this Act and any regulations made under this Act, a person shall not engage in the trade or business of growing or rearing agricultural produce, or grow, rear, or buy agricultural produce to sell unless the person has been granted a license in accordance with the Act. 2. Section 1 shall not apply to the sale or export of agricultural produce grown and sold by the grower on premises owned or occupied by the grower. B. A person who buys agricultural produce for domestic use. C. An activity which yields or involves a quantity of agricultural produce which is sufficient for consumption by the grower and the grower's household, or too small to be of commercial significance. Section 3. Subsection 3. A person who contravenes Subject 1 commits an offense and is liable on summary conviction in a parish court to a fine not exceeding $3 million or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 years.
Right.
So what you're saying there and some of the questions you're asking is not applicable to this section, sir, to that section.
No, I want to go specific though. I grow them and I plant them. I am going out with some corn.
Yes, and you say you have to sell them, which means you're doing commercial trade.
Right, and I'm not hiding it that I'm going to sell them, right? Will the police have power to make an arrest if I don't have any?
Yes, because you have a commercial quantity.
All right, cool. So is that fair to me?
Hold on now, Chuck, because we must.
What do you do to get registered? What do you do to get registered?
Teacher, you understand that you're a farmer, right? That's selling commercially by virtue of farming a certain quantity and transporting it to market, right?
Can I just say something here?
Come on, we get you. Get that.
All right, Mr. Speid. I'm a farmer I'm an educator who is also a farmer, right? All you need to do is get registered at RADA. They print an ID for you. The ID is printed by EOJ, so it might take a little while for you to get it. But whatever you produce that is for resale is considered to be commercial. So if you are going to raise your chicken in your backyard for home use, that is private use. Once it leaves your house to go into somebody else's house and you are getting money for it, that is commercial use. So you are carrying it to school to sell the teachers at school, that is commercial use. And yes, you are to be arrested based on the Constitution.
When I realize why education
Let
is
me
in
say
problem.
that. Let me also say, Mr. Speid, you spoke to the past program earlier.
Listen, Chuck, you don't need to take no job at me, brother. Just talk where you talk, I'm listening, okay?
All right, you spoke.
Oh, sorry, but say that out loud. Sorry, Mr. Speid, I was just thinking that.
No, don't do that.
Chuck, we spoke.
Don't swipe.
I am muted.
Don't swipe like Courtney Walsh. You swipe like Courtney Walsh.
Let me address that.
You're swiping like Courtney Walsh. You're swiping. When Courtney Walsh batting, that's how you're swiping.
Let me talk to Speid.
Mr. Speid, mute your mic too, please.
All right, Mr. Speid, you spoke earlier to the PATH program. The PATH program does not have a medication section. What has a medical assistance or medication, provide assistance to medication is NHF and JADEP. Remember, PATH is to assist persons with.
But I said that, so you're repeating something that I said. Path means all I did was
Mr. Speid, you also said that PATH them add medication to it, and PATH does not deal with medication any at all. That's what I'm saying. So I'm clarifying something that you said.
No. I did not say that part. I said to you, I read out what path means.
If I may.
I read out what path means.
Hold on. If I may, Mr. Speid, you said that while I was heavily involved in the conversation but I refuse to respond to it because not everything I respond to. Because if we're going to respond to everything, it has so like we are arguing. Mr. Speed, it profits us nothing. Mr. Speed, hold on. I'm done.
I talked about National Health Fund and PATH. PATH is Program of Advancement through Health and Education. That's what PATH means. That's what I said. 2002 and 2003, National Health Fund was established. That's what I said.
So to be honest, the young lady, she's not saying what you did not say, sir. You did say that.
No, I didn't say that.
Health.
I didn't say that.
Yes, sir. You did say that health.
Well, guys, I think
he may have
I don't know if you misspoke, sir, but you did say that.
I told you what it means. That's all I did.
All right, let us move on to the next section. Where are we now? Chuck, you have something you want to say, Chuck?
Yeah, Lashika, I think we need to give Warrior Love a chance to talk.
Warrior Love don't want to talk. Warrior Love can talk if she wants. She don't think she wants to say nothing.
Yeah. Was the young lady who's an educator and a farmer finished? Was she finished? Because she was interrupted actually. You know.
Right, the better question to ask, Ashika, as I said earlier.
Yeah, go ahead with your question now, HR.
Cite a time in our history when Jamaica prospered under a PNP regime, using the indicators that we already know, the poverty rate, the inflation rate, etc., etc.
But you will not teacher Speed.
I like that question. That's a bigger question, HR.
The person who asked that can answer that.
It's gonna be a long night.
Sure, yes. You can't take me out that big box, yeah?
Please mute the mic. Mr. Speed to answer.
Please mute the mic, guys. Lord Jesus.
That's a rhetorical question.
No, Mr. Speed. Mr. Speed, we asked one of a rhetorical question up here. Yeah, so please answer the question. If you're not answering, just tell we say you're not answering it.
But I told you the times when PNP had this country under PJ Patterson, for example, and that's just one example, we were able to move away from the IMF. We were able to use what we were prospering with to establish and expand. We were able to. Let me tell you them. No. Let me back up what I'm saying.
Mr. Speed, hold on there, Mr. Speed. Chuck, stop enable the bullshit on the platform. Now, else me go come off of this.
Oh, sorry, me think me mute.
Yo, wanna just make the man talk, no man.
Thank you. So out of being able to move away from the IMF, which Hardly Shaw took us back into, 1999 we established National Works Agency and launched the Highway 2000 project. Connect major coastal and hubs and urban hubs, 500,000 kilometers of roads and bridges. 2003, Bushy Park to Sandy Bay. 2004, the extension to Kingston. 2006, Portmore reconstruction, and 2006 as well, the beginning of North-South Highway. What are you talking about? And that's just a few of the things that the PNP has caused this country to prosper under. E-learning was established in schools by the People's National Party. And I can give you the year that was done as well. Right, 2005, and then 2007, e-learning project was implemented in all high schools across Jamaica where they upgraded labs. And let me just put to rest the argument about technical schools. There are still some technical schools in Jamaica, as well as many of the traditional and non-traditional high schools that were upgraded. They have their labs that they do welding and all of those things that Winston was talking about in there, even till now.
All right, I want to address two things.
Please hold on, madam.
I have one question. It's a very easy question.
One more prosperity. One last, me not land yet. One more.
I have one easy question.
Guys, wait now. The man have 30 seconds left. Right. Oh my God, me can't be so me after do this, I don't know.
Thank you. National Education Inspectors was established, and listen to this: grade 4 literacy, 2011 to 2015, it moved grade 4 literacy in the kids in the primary schools. It moved from 71.4% for literacy to 86%. That is a jump of nearly 15%. And it jumped from numeracy. It jumped 2011 to 2015. It jumped from 49% to 67%. Those things are prosperity. And now, under the JLP, we are seeing that we slip from children passing 5 C6 subjects and more, 37% when the JLP took over. Right now, it is at 17.5%. So we slipped nearly 20% in C6 passing.
Thank you for that.
No, because
please hold on, Guru. Please mute your mic, Mr. Speid, or don't interrupt us. And anybody interrupt anybody again, may I drop on me serious. I may I mute Chuck. HR, what is your question, please?
Mute myself.
I'm afraid Speid is yet to answer the question. The question that I asked was to name a period when Jamaica prospered under a PNP regime using the indicators that we know, GDP, poverty rate, etc., etc. Naming institutions, Speid, is not prosperity, because if that's the direction we're going to go, I can name a litany of institutions that were created by the JLP as well, right? So that could not be the deciding factor whether I choose the Labour Party and you choose PNP, because both political parties have created institutions, right? That's not the question I ask you. I didn't ask you
some performances.
I ask you, using the indicators that we know as a capitalist country, identify a period when Jamaica prospered under a PNP regime. You have yet to respond to the question, sir.
I told you the periods already. And I told you when we advanced in education, and I told you when we advanced in health, and I told you when we advanced in all of them. So transportation and construction. What more do you want?
Can I ask you a question? What did you teach in school? Or are you still a teacher?
That's not important.
Oh, okay. That's no problem. Traffy,
one thing I can tell you, I produce many government scholarship winners and a road scholarship winner as well.
Travi, I am coming down the line, madam, please. Travi, you want to say something?
You know, Guru asked the question I was going to ask him, because I remember him say that, you know, name using the indicators that is known to us now, that is used to do what he asked.
Mm-hmm.
And he used none of the indicators, but comes back in his response when asked whatever happened to that yes, I did. And I believe it is beyond saving right now. It's gone. Like, I mean, I have no question for the gentleman or anything to put to him, because if grown folks can listen to him speak, and then he can come back a few minutes later to say he did not say what we heard him said, it's really appalling, and it's a waste of my time to go back and forth over it, whether or not you say it. When everybody would have heard you say it, but you claim to have not said it, and it's really a waste of my time to go back and forth over it.
All right, Travi, thank you. Warrior Love, you want to say anything, darling? Warrior on mute.
I mean, I know the gentleman is, you know, trying his best. It's not easy to advocate for a party that doesn't have a track record of achievements or anything noteworthy, to be honest. So I know of the challenges. I think we're at an impasse. I don't know if we'll ever be able to ascertain, you know, the PNP tangibles and how they've assisted in our development and the upward mobility of our country, and, you know, which of them are still relevant and operational in 2026. I think we're just certainly at an impasse. We're just there, looking at one another face. I say, wow, 18 years, not much, you know? Yeah, I'm just here, you know, about to eat my stew peas.
Okay, thank you, Sister Girl. Winston, open your mic, Uncle Winston. Are you ready?
background was a little lies that's in the past.
Okay. Your time.
Where should I start now? Yes, HR has asked a very important question. And I think Mr. Speid has failed at every effort to really explain to us or for us to have a full understanding how the Jamaican economy prosper under the watchful eyes of the PNP, or how the standard of living of the Jamaican people improve. He speak that PJ was able to move us away from the IMF. And the irony is this: the PNP over the years has always preached and get it in the Jamaican people mindset that the IMF is some evil institution. And the truth being told that whenever time the world economy or any country at all have structural problem in their economy, it is the IMF that they turn to get cheaper loan and also to get guidance in how they go forward to restructure the economy. You see, when the PNP walk away from the IMF in the 90s, we all know what was the repercussion of that, right? Because coming up to the ending of the PNP reign in 2007, Jamaica was a failed country. Jamaica was financially bankrupt. All our institution of government was a failure. All our infrastructure falling to disappear. The standard of living was plummeting. Unemployment was in double digits. And the whole world, our country was riddled with crime and corruption. And so I don't know what Mr. Speid is here defending. Absolutely, I don't know. Because I do not see where after the reign of the PNP, where Jamaica standard in the world economy has improved under the PNP or the people standard of living. Right? Our country, at least today, a large percentage of our diaspora escape this country by smuggling drugs, especially those in England, to escape the rigidness of the 90s when our financial sector was meltdown, collapse, and people become hopeless. Jamaica was the leading manufacturing countries in the Caribbean, and we lose all of our manufacture to Trinidad and Dominica Republic. So I don't know what Mr. Speid is here speaking about. Right? So I will pause here.
University.
Right, so he mentioned so PJ left the IMF and him sound so proud of it. I'm wondering if he really understood what happened. When PJ Patterson left the IMF, in the 96, the interest rate was under 4%. PJ Patterson administration started borrowing money from private lenders at a higher interest rate, way higher interest rate. When PJ Patterson left the IMF, they were paying out interest of about 14.6 billion for the year. And after him leave, 96, it ballooned to 18.6 billion in domestic interest. So I don't understand how it made sense for PJ Patterson to walk away from a loan with a lower interest rate for go borrow money from private lenders of up to 35% on their money. People were borrowing money from people to come eat a food. That one is something that would drive up the interest rate and a lot of the banking system. So may I try to understand how that is something where that even posit and say, yo, that was a good thing. And then you say, the JLP got us back into it like a something bad too. Then if something bad, the JLP got us back into it, and thanks for saying that. Then why did Portia continue with the policy where the Jamaica Labour Party, Bruce Stone administration, put in place? Why did they continue with programs that was initiated? Because that was what Portia did. Bruce them start with the Jamaica Debt Exchange, and Portia come with a national debt exchange, where the people them were willing to work with the government. You see all the time when I talk about PG and Portia and this and everybody else, and we don't talk about the people them who were willing to work with the government after PG partisan destroy the economy. It's the people, it's the Jamaican people them, the lenders them, the people them we have them that go buy government papers. Them were willing to take lower interest rate to make this thing work, you know.
University is asking you to bring your evidence. That's what he's saying in the chat.
Give me a chance to pull up this thing. Let me get this complete.
All right, so mute and I'll come back to you. The law maze.
Boss lady, it's just funny how he never bring facts.
One second, please, though. One second, please, though. No, it's not a problem. No problem. 1 second, please, though. I want to know which part of my conversation is challenging. Because I will. That's a lot of things.
Okay, answer, teacher. What part you want him to bring the facts about, please? Your mic is muted. If you're speaking, Teacher Speid.
Mr. The man in the comment go off. He's just going crazy in the comment section.
No, yes.
My God.
The law maze, in the meantime, when you respond, your time, the law maze.
All right. I want to speak to Mr. Speid as well. I'm believing that when the question was asked by HR, he wanted a period of time. During what years? Is there a period of time that you can refer to when Jamaica prospered under the PNP? Mr. Speid, I don't understand how you did not get that from what he was saying, but I do believe that that was what he was saying. He can clarify afterwards. Also, as it relates to Jamaica leaving the IMF, and it doesn't matter where you go on what platform, in the archives, it will tell you, Mr. Speid, that Jamaica moved away from the IMF in the 90s and it caused a financial collapse of Jamaica's economy. That is not prosperity. I remember when I studied economics in 2000, the early 2000s, and when it came up about the bonds that were taken by Jamaica, and when the impression was being given, because I did a double major, business and IT, and when the impression was being given that Jamaica's loans are owed to the international community, and let me tell you, economics told me that Jamaica's loans were owed to Jamaicans who had the wherewithal based on the agreement that was signed to mute your mic, Mr. Speid, you're echoing on my background. Right? Based on the agreement that was signed to call in their bonds at any time. And that was some of the things that wrecked the Jamaican economy, because it's like when you sell your stock, you buy some stock, a stock reach a certain amount, and then you just sell it because you feel like, say, okay, I can call in my bonds, I hustle in my money. No, what in that is economically viable? It could never be economically viable. And all that happened during that period of time is 1% of Jamaica earning all the money on the backs of everybody else. I remember when I was going to college, Mr. Speid, I don't know if you were going to college during that period of time, 2003, 2004, right? And when the then education minister said that they were going to raise college fee by 330%. Mr. Speid, you couldn't send your pitney them go to school, no, if that had happened. Me and you, as much as we are teacher, couldn't send for we pick them go to school. And that time I was in college. So, you know, something like that would actually affect me. And it would be something that I would have to remember. As it relates to the passes, the CSEC passes.
Right? 330%.